Hi, Gemini, and welcome to your second reading for June, your Zodiac Taroscope. Again, if you find this after the month of June, that is okay because there's a message in here for you. They are timeless. Also, if you are a Gemini Sun, a Gemini Moon, or a Gemini Rising, this reading is for you. If you have Venus in Gemini, then you can look at this from a love or relationship perspective, and that's any type of relationship in your life. Okay, we're going to get right into this. I'm going to tell you what happened with yours, Gemini. I started out, but I was just getting interrupted and I kept losing my I kept losing my way basically. So your cards are already drawn. I'm so sorry. This normally doesn't happen, but I love the cards for you. So I wanted to bring them back out. Like I wanted to keep them, right? But to be able to go through uninterrupted. Okay. So we're going to talk about what energy is or will be coming in and around you. And for that, we have do something different. Now, the first thing that came into me for this was, are you someone who is very routine, sticks to the same routine, doesn't ever really try anything new? You go to the restaurant and you order the same food all the time. Or are you someone who just maybe doesn't get out much at all? And this is Spirit's message. You need to get out and do something different. Now with it, from my new Litha Oracle, because we have the summer solstice coming up soon, the Green Witch card had come out. And I loved these two together because Gemini, this one said, no one decision is insignificant. The act of intentionality calls to you. So even though you may think that going to Starbucks or Tim Hortons or wherever and ordering up a different coffee type, all right, or a different ice cold brew or beverage isn't changing things up. If you're someone who does something the same all the time, it most certainly is. It kind of brings in, I want to say, a newness, right? Like maybe your heart, okay, has been calling for you to try that new iced coffee with a certain shot of whatever. And you're like, well, I don't know, but I really, really want to try it. But you don't allow yourself, okay? Allow yourself. All right. Nothing is insignificant in your life by you doing that. Who knows what else you may decide to do. I feel like that's the energy they want you to be. And it may be an event, a situation, or a person who might come in and trigger this in you, right? Like that you could go out with them to Starbucks and they'll be like, all right, why don't you give this a shot? I love it. And I think you will too. Nothing is insignificant. Because once you start making the little changes and doing something different, it opens up a whole new way of being where you want to start living. I want to say from a heart, I keep pointing to the heart, from the heart space where you are like, I want to do things that I love, but why have I been holding myself back? It says the act of intentionality calls to you. So what is it that sets your heart afire that you want to do, Gemini? You know what? Set your intention and do it. And you know what? If you don't like it, you don't have to try that one again. It's something along those lines. That's what I feel. But be prepared for that energy, for someone to be bringing it in around you, or for it to just start swirling on its own. Okay, so we'll go with that. I feel like newness is what I want to say. Now, what do you need to be aware of to navigate this energy? Despair. Okay. And with that, I also pulled insects. And with this too, I just want to say, look, we have Green Witch, which is all about flowers, herbs, working with plants and outside and, really working with nature. Maybe holistic medicine is a thing for you. I don't know. That's your decision. We have nature spirits and now we have insects. This is all about outdoors. Maybe something that you need to start doing is intentionally setting a goal for yourself to get outdoors at least once a week. If you're not getting out at all now, start small, okay? But I just feel I need to say that. But with this, what you need to be aware of to navigate this energy. I almost feel it's a message of if you don't start doing something different, stagnant. Oh, I can't think of the word. I can't say it like that because I don't know if it's the right word, but you're going to be living in a place of stagnancy. I feel like that's the word. Oh, you know what? I need to look it up because, I can't stand. Hang on. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, back. Yes. You'll be living in a place of stagnancy, maybe a place of despair, just feeling like my life's not going anywhere. But remembering here, and this is a kind message, it's not going anywhere because you're not doing anything different. There's no progression, right? So maybe the depression will set in, okay? But they're saying vigilance is necessary at this time. Heed the warning. And I feel like they're saying to you, if you don't get out and start doing something different, it could lead to a real place of stagnancy, a real place of despair or depression, okay? That's what I feel like the message is here for you. Now, let's go on to further advice and guidance. Cloak yourself in light. Well, and it's white light, so I like to think of asking Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever it is for you to surround you in beautiful white light, to help you see clearly, to help you think clearly, to help you feel clearly. Because when you start doing that, you can start setting intention, because you're going to start feeling better nobody can stand in the white light and not start to feel a little bit better. So I feel like that's advice. And with it came this card, citrus fruits, which I love. I think I talked about newness back here. I almost want to say newness and freshness here, okay? There's nothing fresher than the smell of an orange. I don't know if that's a citrus fruit, but I'm throwing it in there because I see one in the bath, okay? Lemons, lime, it feels clean. It feels fresh. It feels new. It says, it is time to surrender to your unraveling. Allow the waking sight to expand and illuminate you. Yes, ask Spirit to show you the way, to light the path, to illuminate you, and you light your own path, okay? I don't know, there's just something very important about that. You need to really start doing something different, because if not, and I'm going to just say it because it's in the cards, things could start to unravel a little bit. And if you're already in there, if that's already starting to happen, this is your message from Spirit to say, let's go. Let's one step at a time, one small thing. Like I said, it could be the ice cold brewing drink you get at Starbucks or McDonald's, right? Just start small. So I feel like those are your main messages here for the short and sweet. You know what? It's time to get out and do something different. So if someone or a situation or event, something comes up, then you know what? Go for it. Even if it's something you wouldn't normally do. Now, I actually pulled a crystal card as well because I wanted to have a crystal for you to work with, okay? You can look up its properties, maybe healing properties, but what the crystal is all about. And it was rose quartz, which I thought was beautiful for this reading because that's all about self-love, self-care, compassion for yourself, nurturing yourself and other people. But I feel like this is about you, Gemini, okay? This is opening up your heart. And I said, do things that really call to your heart and don't allow yourself to say no anymore. You're only saying yes. You're only shining bright and saying yes. This is a fresh new start. Maybe for some of you, you need to have a cleansing bath. I don't know about citrus fruit in the bath, but just in general, like a salt bath, an Epsom salt bath, something like that. Just cleanse yourself. Maybe you need to do that once a week just to rid yourself of any old toxic energies, whatever it may be, ways of thinking. And as you're in the bath, allow it, because I just feel I need to talk about the bath. when you're pulling that plug, imagine that that's all washed off you and going down the drain, okay? And then you open that heart space back up and you continue on, Gemini. So I hope that this resonated in some way for you. Remember, it will be different for everyone. You're all in different situations. But important thing is, we don't want to get in this state. We want to be doing different things. And we want this to be a fresh new start. And love yourself and open your heart up to the things that you've always wanted to do. Thank you, Gemini. I will see you in your next reading.